Hello, and welcome to today's little short video. I am talking today to you about why stretching alone didn't fix my hip pain. And for those of you who don't know me, hello, my name is Tonya. I am the founder of yogabytonya.com. So happy to have you here today for this discussion. Also, I just want to let you know if your hips and lower back have been feeling tight and you want real support staying consistent, my monthly online classes are open and I'll link them below in the comments. So why stretching alone often doesn't fix your hip pain? There's many different reasons, of course, and I don't know your personal struggle or your personal diagnosis, even if you have one or not, or if you're just struggling with lower back and hip pain just from sitting. Or any other sort of movements. Or poor movement patterns. So, if you're with me so far, I just want to say for me, my own hip issue is that I have a misaligned hip. And so for that is a spine and hip issue. And oftentimes when I was in the yoga studios working with teachers, oftentimes they would just offer stretching as the solution to my hip pain, which of course would alleviate it just for at that moment, but later on it would always come back. It took me years really to discover what was going on within my own body, and maybe that you've experienced that too. So, if you're only addressing flexibility, which is just stretching, you're missing like the deeper tissue issues, which is muscle weakness. And so your muscles are stabilizing your hip joint, your joints, of course, stabilizing your body. You want to strengthen those muscles. A lot of times, many of us have a weaker muscles just from our life choices, our lifestyles. Maybe you have to sit at a desk often. Maybe you're driving a car quite a bit. Another reason that flexibility might not be addressing your hip issue or overstretching might not be addressing your hip issue is just poor movement pathways. Again, we kind of discussed this earlier, that if you're sitting a lot, you're just developing this poor muscle pathway. Your muscles are getting weaker. Some of the muscles that are getting stretched that need to be strengthened, and some that are strengthened, like maybe you're doing running or something, are just becoming tight. And your body's always trying to get you back to a place of stability. And so another is uh, connective tissue restriction. So the deeper layers, you get into the fascia, you get into the ligaments. So if they have any restriction, they're losing some of their elasticity. They're just coming like tight and shorter. That can be another um, issue for your pain. So stretching doesn't build strength. Right? It lengthens the softer tissues instead of building some bulk in there. And so what will solve your hip pain generally is strengthening those deeper tissues that we just talked about, movement retraining, and some manual therapy. So manual therapy will be some massage balls or fascia release. And the biggest one, the one I'd focus on right now, if I were you, would just be strengthening. Mobility is important too, that stretching. And there are certain ways to stretch the body, such as active stretching, engaging the muscles before you move into a passive stretch, which is lengthening the soft tissues. So you would activate those muscles first, strengthen, hold, build a little tension, and then release, soften into those soft tissues. So what you need to do again, I highly stress would be strengthening. So stabilizing those deeper tissues and then some movement. Um, Yoga, cat cows, side body stretch, twisting, forward folding, back bending, and then work on some stretching or mobility work. So if you enjoyed this little talk, I hope you'll come join me with my online memberships. I also have a 12-week program that specifically helps you target your pain points and gives you some exercises and other movements to work with. And we, on my online membership, we practice together live every week, and you get replays when life gets busy. So, thank you for joining me with this real talk discussion about why our hips, why stretching alone will not fix our hip pain. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.